Damn, I always knew, like, obviously there's stream delay, like, the output delay, but I'm actually looking at it now, and I'm like, never, like, because I actually have the stream open. I always have stream open on the side, but I'm, like, actually paying attention to it now, and, like, okay, so right now, I have my cursor, right, like, just wiggling around in this view. Okay, wait, cursor's off the page now. Now bring it back and make it go away. My output's pretty good. I've only got like a 2-3 second delay. Huh. Anyways. Hello everyone. I don't have webcam, but I just did a little curtsy. Yes, hello. Happy Wednesday. You guys might have noticed it's so early right now. It's not even 5 p.m. And that's because my semester has kind of ended. My classes ended. I still have some papers and shit to turn in, but the classes are over, so I was just able to stay home today, which was so nice. I mean, I actually thought about going to the campus to get some work done, like sitting in the research lab and just have like a quiet place to work, and that's away from home. But I was like, I went to campus yesterday and the day before, even though I didn't have to. Let's just take it slow today. Stay at home. So I stayed at home and it was great, but I did put pants on, which was disappointing because, not to say, I don't mean like I walk around like no pants when I'm home. I mean like I put on jeans when I could have just worn like home comfy pants because I was fully intending to go to school, but it is what it is, and I'm pretty happy I stayed home today. I like staying home. So yeah. Anyways, I mean, if I'd gone to campus, I would have only just been getting back home around now, and would have needed like 30 minutes to grab a snack, set up computer, everything, like breathe, have a breather, because I like can't really like come home and start stream right away. I need some quiet time to center myself. So center myself, why do I say it like that? But yeah. Anyways, we do be back making our home for Timmy and Tommy. Honestly, I don't know what it looked like last week when we left it, but yeah, I did change the geometry, the architecture of the building a lot, so they've got like a cute little double den structure going on here. There's like a lower den and then an upper den. Why is there a light here? Oh, because I had a lamp there before, but I moved it. Yeah, so I think last week where we left off, actually, I'm pretty sure this is how we basically left last week. Yeah. Where like the beds are like foot to foot, and I just didn't really like, and like the study was down here, but it was a little too cramped, honestly, I think. Excuse me. And like I just didn't really know what to do with this space. Like it would be like obviously I think they should have like a little bookshelf space or like a toy space, but the thing is like the shelf should be up against a wall, and that would make it like block a lot of space here, so I moved the bed. Yeah, just gonna keep chugging along, I guess. I added some fridge magnets, added some dirty dishes into the sink, and so today we're gonna work on a little toy chest for them. Honestly, I don't really know. I'm always torn between Timmy and Tommy being like they're like 10, and then, or like they're like 8, but also like 16. Because like obviously they're not young. Tom Nook trusted them to run a fucking store. But the way they talk, right, they sound really young. So, I mean, it's one of those things, right, Animal Crossing age, where it's like, they're kind of teenagers, but because they're animals, you know. So, you know, we're just gonna give them a toy chest, because I did think about it. I'm like, would they even have a toy box? Because, like, they're too old for toys, I think. But, even if they're too old for them, I think they'd still have them around the home. If nothing else, like old toys. So we're gonna make the toy chest. It's been so nice that like semester's been over now for like, I mean, I don't want to say over because, so technically today there's actually, here at school, they have something called instructional days, I think is non-instructional, no, study days, which are also aka non-instructional days, and basically that means that university is still open, like as per usual. It's pretend, like it's acting as if classes are still going on, but there's no actual classes. It's my understanding, and so like these are days where like kids can go to their classes and stuff, like during their like class period, and like teachers should still be available for help and stuff, I think, but it's not mandatory. I'm really not too sure, honestly. I don't really get it, so. So is this my first stream since I got the new monitor? Yeah, I got a second monitor, like a new second monitor to replace the old one. So now I have two monitors that are the same size. Like before I had a really tiny, like not really tiny, but before I had a small one and a big one, and it was a little weird. But just that was the little monitor I'd used for a couple years now, like 3 years, almost 4, and it's not bad. It was a good monitor. It's just that it was getting to the point that I had like dead pixels, and like that monitor is like one I got for like $50 to $70 when the pandemic first hit, because I just needed it at home. So it kind of, you know, was getting to its, it had kind of served its purpose, and I was like, thank you for your service, but it's time to maybe get a new one. Also, my mouth tastes like banana. And I know it tastes like banana because I ate a banana before stream, but it's a very distinct banana taste. And you know, nothing wrong with it. I like banana. It's just kind of funny. What? Why did that edge not bevel? Did I? Oh, I don't have it selected for some reason. No, I do have it selected. Yeah. Why didn't it bevel then? That's whack. Weird anyway. Yeah, it's really strange streaming this early. It's been a while since I've been able to do it earlier during the day stream on a weekday, so it's nice. It's a nice little treat. And hopefully that means it's a little better time-wise for maybe, like, again, East Coast folks, so. Can you guys believe it's December already, by the way? When was the last stream? Was it, Saturday? Was that already the first day of December? It was. That was the second day of December, actually. But yeah, can you guys believe it's almost 2024? I can't. I just can't fathom. Can't comprehend it. This year went by way too fast. I definitely feel that this year actually went by like quite quickly. Like 2022 went by quickly too, but it like this year felt like it was gone in the blink of an eye. It's not just it went fast, it was just gone. I don't think I thought this through very well when I was like, oh, I'm just gonna harden this entire edge. I forgot that there's like faces over here that... Yeah, I don't want to be softened, so let's fix that. Oh, what I just pressed? Oh, oh. Okay, I don't have A bound to anything, that's good. I don't know this song. I know it's Cruella de Vil, but I don't actually know like the tunes. I'm just like, the only part I know is like the famous part, the Cruella de Vil. And so I'm just like making this shit up as I hum along. I suddenly have the strong urge to listen to right Ghibli jazz, so we're gonna go find one song real quick. Whoa! I don't want lo-fi, I want jazz. I watched a film yesterday called Monster. Forget the director's name already, but it's the same guy who did the film Shoplifters, which I think won an Oscar a few years ago, if I'm not mistaken. It's a really good movie. Highly recommend. I'm just like highly recommend to anyone interested in like foreign film, because it's like Japanese, right? I forget. I'm trying to think about how to like honestly like how to describe this film without like spoilers. But basically, it's about like a little boy who is like thinks his brain has been switched with an animal. In a nutshell, I guess that's like the simplest explanation possible, but it's It's not just that. Because it is a unexpected movie in a lot of ways. Like, it's a movie that it's like you think it's about one thing, but it's actually about something else. So, I guess actually that's kind of a little bit of a spoiler, so I apologize, but why can't I delete the history? There we go. Let me look up the director's name. He's a very famous guy. Koreeda Hirokazu. Okay, I'll read. You know what? I'll just read the Wikipedia description because again, I'm very afraid of giving away spoilers. It said, when her young son Minato starts to behave strangely, his mother feels that there's something wrong. Discovering that a teacher is responsible, she storms into the school demanding to know what's going on. But as the story unfolds through the eyes of the mother, teacher, and child, the truth gradually emerges. But yeah, it's same director as the guy who did the film Shoplifters, which I think I'm looking at it right now, and yeah, it was nominated for Best Foreign Language Film at Oscars. Didn't seem like it don't win, but it's a really good film. I liked it a lot. So definitely do recommend everyone to see it. Shoplifters more than Monster. I think I still like Shoplifters more, but Monster was a really nice film. I liked it. Excuse me, big yawn. Also, oh man, I actually don't really know how long I'm gonna stream today because my wrist has been bothering me the whole day, today and yesterday. Because I've been doing a lot of work in the last couple days, right? So a lot of clickety clacketing at the mouse, and it is kind of hurting my wrist a bit. Alright, that's enough. was gonna kind of make a fancier chest, but, you know, I can't be bothered. I think, there's gonna be a little bit of a pause on art streams starting next week, because, getting a little bit, art fatigue recently, just because it's been doing so much, like, art, like, modeling and art, a little bit tired of it, like, wrist is getting a little done with it too. And like, you know I'm getting a little tired when I start to lose patience for something I normally have like immense amounts of patience for. Such as modeling, so... And like, nobody wants that. So maybe next week, starting next week, we'll have a little bit of a break with the art streams. Alright, they would definitely have like a model rocket, so... Like, we're working on the toys, so I wrote like dartboard, rocket ship. Okay, let's do the rocket ship first, and then I'll do the dartboard. Oh, why are my headphones on the ground? Ugh. There you go. Figure how the best way I want to form the base geometry on this is. Honestly, maybe actually use a cylinder instead of a rounded cube. Good day to all. Hello, Snow. How are you doing today, my friend? Doing good, not dead yet. That's good. We take not dead. I am doing okay myself. Doing pretty okay, I think. Don't know why, but I mean, I was kind of not really in the greatest mood this morning. I wasn't really in a good mood yesterday evening, but doing better now, so we take it. Hey gamer, hey, what's up? How you going today, Kevin? What's new with you? Hello, Elle. How you doing today? Did I like the penguin event? I don't know, honestly. I speedran the text. I did like the puzzle, like the like connecting the circuits. Basically, I thought that was pretty fun. I'm usually a sucker for puzzle like that, so I actually really enjoyed that. Okay, it's too much. Hydrate, alright. And as for posture check, I already have great posture. Standing pretty upright today. Speedrun dialogue and not skip right, or actually just spam click through. I spam click through it. Man, I don't have the time and bandwidth to do the quest right now. I mean, I do have the time, I guess, but maybe not the bandwidth. I did hear people liked this event, like the story was good, but I was like, I can't, bro. I can't, I'm tired. Honestly, like, I've just been in total break mode for like last 2 weeks, and I'm slowly realizing how like deeply burnt out I was. So I've been just totally vegetative, pretty much, for the most part. Well, not totally. I've still had a lot of work I need to get done, but we're kind of entering I think what's gonna come up about once after after probably Friday passes, we're gonna enter a total state of brain deadness, I think, for 2 weeks. My eyes after opening Genshin. Oh no! Did you like the event, Snow? I haven't played in months. That's good, honestly. Good for you. Pop off, King. Did I? Oh no, I didn't. Okay. I don't know why, but just now, because right before stream, I wanted to eat like this little snack, and I thought about like frying an egg, and then I was like, wait. And in the end, I actually ate a leftover like bun that I had in the fridge. But I was like, wait, I didn't pour oil in the pan and turn the stove on, right? It's not like I just left the stove. And I'm like, no, I didn't. I didn't even take the eggs out of the fridge, so. Because I opened the fridge and I saw the buns. Would have been so cursed if my stove was just like on for the last 30 minutes. There's oil just like sizzling in the pan. I'm playing WoW now. I think you're not the only person I've heard recently like start playing WoW again. What's getting popular about it suddenly again, or like revitalized? Realizing you were burned out sucks. Exactly, yeah. That's the thing, like, that's also the thing about burnout. It's like, you don't realize you burn out, like, until you're burnt out. Like, it's one of those things where it's, like, super hard to detect that you're, like, going through, if that makes sense, at least in my experience. I kind of don't often realize when I'm, like, starting to be like, oh, we need to slow down now, otherwise in, like, a week or two, I'm or, like, not a week, but, like, you know, next month or something, I'm gonna crash. Honestly, it's not that bad. I am just kind of tired in, like, a lot of different ways. I'm realizing, like, I think I'm so tired recently because it's not just like physical, like in the sense that I've been working too much. It's a little bit like emotional bandwidth too. It was kind of a stressful semester for like a lot of my peers, like for more reasons than just school, but like people are starting to consider like visas and shit because I have quite a lot of international classmates, so people really start to feel that kind of pressure too, which is really unfortunate. Updated the 2004 classic version of the game. I'm playing the permadeath mode mostly. Yeah, I feel like you really enjoy playing those kinds of challenges, right, Kevin? I realize when my body just stops and the big sleep after is the best. Hell yeah. Honestly, you know, this is a real copium thing, but the best, it's like the thing about like food tastes the best when you're hungry, right? And it's like, oh, sleep and rest feels the best when you're burnt out. But it's like, that is such a cope. I love stressful games. About to do my first dungeon. Hope I don't kill my team. Yeah, for your sake, I hope so too. Because, right, you said permadeath, so. worse getting someone else killed than dying yourself. Nah, sacrifice them bitches. It's more like a lava lamp than a spaceship, but you know, I'll take it. It's close enough. So many polys, I love it, it's amazing. Why does it look... oh, because it just looked weird because it was overlapping with the million other lines. Actually, wait, there's something kind of fundamentally not great about this. We're gonna start over real quick. Or not start over, but like go back to this. Yeah, I think this is... I'm gonna delete this edge real quick. We'll put it back in a second. Okay. I loved getting carried in Genshin, yeah? I did the new Abyss today and I could not 9-star like floor 12 last time on the cycle. Like 12-3 is so hard right now. You have to run so much fucking hydro. It's crazy. And I guess we were, like, at least personally, I was spoiled because I think the last two Abyss rotations, like the 4.0 and the 4.1 rotation, wasn't super hard. So this cycle, like this 4.2 rotation has been like whooped my ass. And today I was like, okay, you know what? Or on the weekend, I was like, we grind this shit out. It wasn't today. Wait, shit. What was it today? Oh my god, what day is today? Ah, yeah, this morning. It was this morning. Shoot, wait, I don't know why, but my brain thought it was, like, Saturday stream. Or. Pem Gim Koko. Hello, Nuru. How you going today? It's been a day for sure, home early because I almost got— whoa, are you okay? What happened? Oh, sorry. Hit the mic with my water bottle. I got mad that I was giving a stranger a ticket, so got all up in my face and his leg, and let his dog jump up and bite my arm. Not a hard injury, but left a mark, bruh. So he was mad at you for giving him a ticket, dude. I feel like, I mean, you should press charges for something like that. Like, you totally could. You should. That's not cool. That's like straight up not almost got assaulted, that's assaulted. Not even him, it wasn't his car. Yeah, he's just walking by, saw me doing it, and decided to get involved. What a dick. He probably also thought, like, I'm doing the right thing by saving this other poor dude, like, saving this other dude from getting a ticket. But it's like, damn, bro, it ain't that deep. Chill. Some people are just crazy, but glad you're seemed like you're okay, hopefully. My manager filed a report and said go home. Yeah, okay, that's good, I'm glad. I mean, yeah, have a nice rest today. I mean, also, like, you said your manager filed, like, a report, right? And so I'm assuming, like, this guy, like, you got their number and everything, too. Like, it's all, like, recorded. Cause, like, that's really not cool, man. No details. No details, but for health and safety. Wait, so how could you have filed a report if you didn't get the person's name? Right, I guess that's what I'm confused about. Just an internal incident. Oh, I see. It wasn't like to the police, it was report. Okay, for like personal company reasons. I see. Damn, I feel like you should have gone to the Popo for that one though. Again, it's not just almost assault. It's just assault, bro. If the dog made contact with you, that's assault. These really do look more like a lava lamp than a spaceship, but you know, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, sorry, moving a little slow today, like I said. A little bit of fatigue. Egg. It's egg, very egg shaped. What? What did I do? Oh, because there's a rotation here as well, okay. Wait, what axis is this? Rotate around the Y, yeah. Oh wait, XYZ. I'm trolling, okay. Wait, what? 60? Oh, 360 divided by 3 is not 60. That's 180. That's my bad. It's what, 120 then? 360 divided by 3 is 120. There we go. Okay, we can get rid of these other fucking eggs. Should have a red, right? Yeah. Okay, wow. I don't know why that instantly just made it look a lot more like a spaceship, but that really helped a lot. Make the window cartoonishly large. Move it down a tiny bit. Oh my god. And this is why probably starting next week I'm gonna take a little break from modeling streams. Also, Nuru, you redeemed a Hydra earlier. I totally missed it, so here it is. Dude, I love water so much. I don't understand people who like just don't drink water. Because water's so good. Now let's do a dartboard. Ever get that feeling? You gotta do something, you got something important to do all the time. It's me every time. I'm just like, I'm gonna have a rest, I'm gonna slack off for a little bit, and then I'm like, oh god, I could be doing so much more with my life. It's the culture we live in. The belief that you're not doing enough if you're not productive at all times. Exactly that, yeah. I hate it. I really hate it. I don't know, I kind of found myself like I change a lot in the last couple years because I really used to, I mean, I still kind of am, but I'm kind of learning that it's like really not healthy to like always have to be doing something, and like I used to think I mean, I still think I'm, generally speaking, a little bit more of like a career quote. I don't want to say career or family-oriented person because that's just kind of weird, like to be in a binary like that. But I will say, I think like as of right now in my life, I'm still a little bit more of a career-focused person than like I'd say family. Like I care more about right now, like, you know, like finishing my degree, getting a job, blah blah blah. I think that's my that's like the main thing that consumes my mind right now. But I will say, like, I'm a little less swung on the career side than like interpersonal relationship / family side than I think I used to be right now. Right now I'm actually kind of somewhere a little in the middle, I found. Actually, wait, okay, so I'm just looking at this other dartboard I made before, and it's fine, actually. Why is it telling me the gamer experience on a model? That's fine. So, I mean, because I dug this file up and I copied it into the folder earlier. Also, Blender in 4.0 changed their font, and it's like really perplexing. Discord also recently changed its font. Like, I think there's an update, and I swear the font is different. And yeah, Nuru, I still don't see the widget. Like, you see how, like, with like scale, like this like circle widget shows up, but then with rotate it just does this stupid line thing. I don't know why. So I mean, I think it's a Blender bug, but it's kind of annoying. Honestly, that's not that, because I like the wheel, I like the gizmo. Ow! Oh, ow, 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 my elbow. Holy shit. Oh gosh, yeah, I'm getting a lot of tightness in my left elbow. I've got like my entire left arm like sprawled on my table. I have like my keyboard pushed back super far so that my arm can lie like basically flat on the table. It's kind of cursed. I'm scared of what to do when I'm done with my day, probably why I got so many hobbies. Yeah, I think like, I mean, do you have a fear of boredom, Snow? Because I definitely understand that. Like, that's one of my biggest fears in life, becoming so uninterested with existence. Like, I'm not super scared of a lot of, like, oh, I mean, I'm scared of a lot of things, obviously, but stuff like, you know, I'm not scared to die. Like, it's gonna happen to all of us eventually, but I'm very scared for the day that I just become apathetic. Or if there's a day that I just become apathetic, because I think apathy is like the worst, not the, like, okay, not the worst thing that could happen, but it's a pretty bad thing to happen, in my opinion. Again, like the feeling that you just like care so little about what's going on around you. I think it's really scary, because humans are meant to be like humans are beautifully emotional, you know, and like have a lot of like interests and like, how to describe this, like things to want to wake up every day for. This got extremely philosophical really fast, I'm sorry. Oh, there's no floor. You know, on the topic of like apathy, I gotta say, I think the opposite of creative, like, there's a quote. The opposite of blah 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 is not blah blah blah, but apathy. The opposite of something is apathy. There's a quote. Okay, so what Google's saying, right, there's opposite of empathy is apathy, but I think there's another quote. Let me ask ChatGPT. I think this is something ChatGPT would be better at figuring out. There's a quote that says the opposite of something is not something else, something, but apathy. Where is this quote from? Oh, okay, the opposite of love is not hate, it's indifference, okay. Or apathy. There we go. Oh, Kevin, I'm sorry, you just said it into chat too, my bad. Didn't even need to ask ChatGPT, just ask you. I agree, death will come, and I had a fair share of near-death encounters. It's always at the door. Yeah, like, I think death is not... I mean, I understand people, like, I understand why we're afraid of death, and, like, we need a fear of death, because it's how we survive. Like, the fear of death is, like, you know, our instincts keeping us alive. But I will say, in terms of, like, the fear of death is a very primal thing. But I think in terms of, like, I think a fear that I have, that I've developed as, like, a human in terms of, like, as an intelligent automatous being, like, I am capable of my own choices, and I'm capable of more than basically just, like, what my nature wires me to be, like, right? Because I think being afraid of death is a little bit of a how nature wired humans, right? Partially. But I think, so excluding, like, a natural fear, also I'm gonna shake out my keyboard a little, and there's something in it. Aside from, like, a natural fear, I'm very scared of just becoming uninterested. I'm afraid that I'm gonna one day lose a sense of curiosity and wonder for the stuff around me, wonder for the world. random question, and possibly a little bit of a strange question, but for people here, do you guys consider yourselves emotional people? Just like a completely random question asked out of very genuine, very pure curiosity. Like there's no, it's just something that popped into my head. Going to sound bad, but I think emotions suck, so I'd say no. I like to act on facts and theory rather than the heart. That's very interesting to hear. When it comes to like deducing logic for you, Snow, as well, like how do I put this? Like, do you tend to notice patterns more, or is it like do you tend to notice? How do I describe this? Like, do you tend to focus on like scientific fact or like what you perceive as established fact? So like for example, say for example, say you have a friend, right, that is like statistically speaking, they're like always late, right? So it's like you've hung out with them 6 times, and all those times they're always about 15 minutes late. And you'd think that the 7th time they're gonna be 15 minutes late, right? So that's like kind of a pattern, versus like something in a natural fact, right? For example, the fact that the Earth rotates, right? Or I know that these are not totally one-to-one comparison, because like right now I'm talking about like a human pattern versus like a nature pattern, but like when you say that you like to base things off facts, like which idea sounds more appealing to you? Like something that is a pattern that feels like factual, right? Because like, you know, your friend has been late the previous 6 times, why would they be on time the 7th time? So like a statistic, so like that I think I would kind of call it a pattern, versus like the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. Like that's a statistic I would call. So which type of logic do you usually run by as well? I'm trying to think of an example that might be able to compare both styles of like logic, both styles of logic, but I'm having a hard time. But hopefully that's enough context that it makes sense. If it's not, let me know. I will try to rephrase the question. Excuse me. Also, yeah, I just want to say, you don't have to say, like, it's going to sound bad, because I don't think that there's a right or wrong answer. Like, I don't think it's a bad thing to think that emotions are bad. I don't think it's a good thing to think that emotions are... I don't think it's a bad thing to think I don't think it's a good thing to think emotions are good. I don't think it's a good thing to think emotions are bad. I don't think it's a bad thing to think emotions are good. I don't think it's a bad thing to think emotions are bad. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of just like... all of our brains operate different ways, and we all have different biases for the way our brains operate, or our brains operate different ways because of biases we have, so... Pattern, I think, based on how you explain it. Interesting, interesting. Okay, I see. Because, I don't mean that as in, like, oh, MBTI type, because this is also something I was recently just thinking about in general, like, I was talking about with some friends yesterday, because, like, obviously, MBTI is, like, 16 types. You can't like, people are also wonderfully different and unique that, like, you can't just fit someone into one of 16 boxes, right? But I think, like, each letter comparison, I think, is an interesting thing to think about, too. My bad, most people give me the weird eye when I say that. I mean, I don't think it's a... Again, I'm not saying it's a good thing, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, I'm just saying it's a thing. And, like, I understand what... I totally understand why you kind of wanted to start that disclaimer, because I think that, like, there is a little bit of a stigma that, like, if you think emotion is bad, like, it's like, oh, you're cold and heartless. And it's like, no, I don't think you're cold and heartless, it's just, like, you have a different decision-making process. Like, okay, well... No, I don't mean different decision-making process than other people. I mean it as in, like, if someone who feels like emotion is a good thing, and, like, you should make decisions with emotion, then it's not that, like... Again, you guys just have different decision-making processes. I don't think it has anything to do with having a heart or not having a heart. And I think, I'm not gonna lie, people that, like, give you, people that do give you the weird eye when you say stuff like that, I'm just like, it's kind of, feel kind of, silly to me. Because, like, it feels kind of silly to me, too, because it kind of, again, you don't recognize that other people are going to have slightly different decision-making than you. Because I think, like, whether or not someone believes in emotion, theory, and thought, whatever, blah blah blah, it's kind of like... Again, I just think it's all just basis for... sorry, I'm repeating myself, I'm stuttering a little, my brain a little not work. But just like... whether we use emotion or fact is all just about decision-making process, I think. 'Cause that's kind of, I think, what it is. That's like kind of the daily human experience. You're just making one decision after another, right? And that means a lot of things, like, do I decide to go in this door or that door, you know? I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm gonna stop talking. This is getting really dumb. I usually get most of my facts observing people closely when they say, like, when they lie, when they're happy, etc. Yes, yeah. For sure. And I think, like, the reason I brought MBTI up is because I think I was recently trying to understand the difference between, what is it, N and S, I think? Intuition and sensing. And I think basically one of them is kind of right. You learn facts by observing, whereas the other one is kind of like you take your facts from mathematical statistics, and those are, you know, like slightly different things again, because, you know, there are some things, it's not like you can observe the fact that the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. I mean, you can, but that's also statistical fact. It doesn't fully translate. I still don't really understand the difference. You know, we're gonna, intuition versus sensing. Right, it says a sensing person will look at the details of a situation. They will use their senses to examine the evidence at hand. An intuitive person will think more abstractly about information. They will focus on future possibilities and patterns as opposed to currently present in the situation. Okay, interesting. Then compare what I gather with what I know from other experiences. Okay, like basically quantitative reasoning, I think is sounds a little bit like what you're describing too. If that makes sense. Also, okay, sorry, not related actually to that at all. I just wanted to, okay, copy paste this here. Because, you know, Timmy and Tommy are in school. They would definitely have a globe. And did Blathers' house have apples in it? Can't remember. If it did, I'm gonna yoink the apple asset really quick. Yeah, it did, okay. Ow! Oh my god, oh. My arm, dude. Again, I think Timmy and Tommy would live in an absolute rat hole, but the fact that they have Mr. Tommy Nook taking care of them, they would have not a bad life, you know? Like, they would have at least a somewhat clean house, they'd have food. Estoy loco por penguin coco, también soy... How's it going, Life Iris? How you doing today? Sure, you're the smart one. I'm not. Snow, also, I'm not the smart one. I'm just, again, I just Google shit. By the way, does anyone know when the Fontaine Teapot is going to drop? I don't know. I actually don't. I didn't realize it hadn't dropped yet because I'm very not involved in Teapot these days. I just go in, get my rewards, and I leave. Holy moly, is that the Life Iris? And me, I'm doing okay. I'm a little tired, little brain dead, but when am I not? It's funny because even though like I haven't really had school for the last 3 days, right? Because like or classes and just been like banging out like assignments, paper, blah blah blah, and other stuff, I'm still just a bit, I don't know, kind of coming down from like school, the semester has kind of ended a bit, so like I'm coming down from that like quote quote high of like just like go 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 all the time, busy 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 busy, so much stuff to do, and now that it's like quieting down, like I'm hitting a little bit of a collapse moment, and that's actually making me feel really tired, or like I feel really tired right now. You're always a little... I'm always a little what? I do it for all the fans. Say something nice about yourself, Tippy Tappy. Yeah, sorry, I'm responding to someone. Say something nice about myself though. I'm easy to laugh. I really was just like, what's something I did today, despite today being a little tiring? I laughed! You know, I had a good time. Is that a nice thing about myself? Does that qualify? I think it's a good thing to be easy to laugh. Because you're small? Oh. Nice thing at a party, bad thing at a funeral. I mean, no, I think laughter is good at a funeral. Like, I mean, I don't know. How do you guys feel about, like, funeral? Like, because I totally understand that, like, you know, okay, I don't mean as in, like, I'm having a great time at a funeral, but I think, like, funerals, of course, are sad. Like, having lost someone is sad no matter what, but I think, like, funeral's also a time to remember the people you lost, and like, okay, this sounds cliche. Like, they wouldn't want you to be sad at their funeral, but also at the same time, like, yes, they're gone, but it's just like, it's also a good opportunity to remember all the nice things and good things about them too, you know? It's like a... I don't know. You know, if that makes sense. I had a hard time at my grandma's this year. If I was just a guest, I wouldn't want to rock the boat and trigger somebody's morning. I'd probably just fall. That's true, that's true. Obviously as a guest, yeah. But I will say also, if you're at the funeral itself, it probably does mean that you're like a close enough relative as well to like obviously read the room, but also it's not like a impersonal event. Like a funeral, the funeral itself is a really personal event. Like they're only, in my experience, you know, like only like only the family and like super close friends usually attend something like that. I didn't know most people there. Yeah, that's fair, because I'm assuming, like, if your grandmother had friends, too, and, like, it would have been more them than... Or it would have been a lot of them, right? Obviously, so... Actually, let's get some other stuff from the Blather's house. I think it'll be useful. Would Timmy and Tommy have a landline? I don't think so. Like, Blathers would, because he's an old-fashioned... Blathers isn't even old, I think, but he's, like, old-fashioned. He loves the antiques and stuff. But also, yeah, I just want to, I guess, re-explain the context of, like, let's say something nice about yourself. Like, I guess I also meant it in a, like, no matter how tired I am, or if the day is just not going my way, you know, try to find the bright side. Do you guys... Another question. I'm asking a lot of very deep philosophical questions today, so if anyone doesn't want to answer these, like, you never have to, but... Do you guys feel like you are generally more optimistic leaning, or pessimistic leaning, or realistic? And even if you are realistic leaning, like, do you feel, like... You know, like, you answer with, I guess, like, I'm looking, like, you can answer with two parts, saying, like, I feel like I tend to lean optimistic, but I am realistic. Or, like, I tend to lean realistic, but with maybe optimistic favor. Stuff like that, you know? Completely unrelated, but have you seen the TikTok YouTube video Wavelength game? No, I haven't. They were family, apparently. To be fair, I guess the family could start to get a little extended, right? If it's like your grandma's like siblings and sibling spouses, maybe, so. Pessimistic and realistic all the way. Interesting. Like, there's no, like, again, not looking for anything, like, here at all. Just, like, kind of curious about, like, people's personal views of themselves. Because I did find, like, I recently had an encounter with a friend that I asked her this question, and she was like, "You're obviously grossly optimistic," and I'm like, "What?" Okay, sorry, she didn't say it with that tone. It was over text, but she said I'll read it back in neutral as word as possible. But she said, "You're grossly optimistic." No, that still had an inflection to it. "You're grossly optimistic." Yeah. And I was like, it was kind of interesting to hear her say that, because I don't like perceive myself that way. I'm definitely optimistic. That is not deniable. I try to see things glass half full, and like see the sunny side as much as possible. But I kind of consider myself like realistic with positive leaning. Because I think, like, again, maybe going back to the example of like your friend is always late, and like so you're this time going to assume they're still going to be late, like stuff like that, you know, like realistically speaking, I do, like, in practice I do judge, like, the way I do judge based on pattern and like historical facts and logical reasoning, but it doesn't mean you can't be optimistic as well, stuff like that. No, really did the circle above. Realist, optimist outwards, pessimist inwards. Optimist, I'd say I'm optimistic. I think I definitely, for like, again, how we perceive ourselves is very different from how other people see you as well, but like definitely agree, like Life Iris, I think you're definitely more optimistic, same with you, Kevin. Snow, I definitely think that you're like a little bit more realist. That's, again, the feeling that I get. And then I think and then like Neuro, I totally understand like what you're saying about, again, like I feel like the pessimist inwards, like a lot of pessimism can, I think, come from stuff like, just going back to the example of like friend has always been late, they're gonna be late again, and it's like, I definitely feel, especially like it happens to me too, especially with like spiraling thoughts, like it's like, you know, friend is late, so they are gonna be late again, and like that feels pretty realist thinking. But then, like, if I'm in a bad mood, like, it might spiral into, like, oh, it means they don't value me as a friend, and blah blah blah, and it gets a lot of hands on it. Hello, sillies. You're the silly. I don't know why I said it like that. But hello, little Nim. How you doing today? You've stumbled in on quite a interesting, I'd say, honestly, spicy stream, TBH. Not spicy, but like, we're definitely getting pretty philosophical today, more than normal, I think. Oh my gosh, wait, this was inset the whole time? No! Oh, whatever. I'm not gonna re-render everything. Okay, the Timmy and Tommy home, by the way, is definitely gonna go a lot faster than the Blathers because they can use one, at this point we got a lot of assets reusable, but also Timmy and Tommy wouldn't have as many like fancy weird things as Blathers would, you know, like a constellation globe. They'd have a normal fucking globe, which I can also use, but they wouldn't have as many of these things, like the fancy, like they wouldn't need the grand freaking piano, right? That took a long time to make. Like they wouldn't need the teapot, stuff like that. Philosophical, you say? Yeah. So I mean, we started generally with like, how do you feel about emotion? Do you think emotion's a good? Do you think, like, as humans, having emotions is a good thing or a bad thing? And now we're talking about, are you an optimist, a pessimist, or a realist? We talked about like MBTI and like sensing versus intuition. Yeah. But also. So, yeah, if you have any interesting thoughts on these topics, like, I kind of just ran through it, but please feel free to contribute. Also, Life Virus, what is this wavelength game? Grr. You can't just ask me if I've heard of it and then disappear. Grr. Alright, anything else from here? I think we could definitely use this stool. It's pretty generic. Let's grab a couple of the generic assets. Oh yeah, I also wanted the books. That's specifically why I opened. Like, I wanted the books in this paper stack. We can grab this tape too. Honestly, sometimes I feel a little, not discouraged. Discouraged, not the right word, but like, I look at all the stuff that we mod. Like, if like the Blathers home took us so long to model, and I'm looking at it, I'm like, there's not that many assets in this scene, and that bothers me a little. I put in so much work, and sometimes it feels like I'm doing nothing. Emotions are very important, IMO. Yeah? Would you say it's when you make, so another thing we were talking about is like, would you feel like when you make decisions, you base them off of emotion, or you try to base them a little bit more off of like logic and reasoning? And I don't necessarily mean that as in like fact, I just mean that as in logical reasoning, like if A then B then C. And so we're gonna come back to it again, but like the example I gave earlier was like, do you feel like, for example, if your friend is late to hang out with you 6 times and you guys are about to hang out for a 7th time, if they were late the former 6 times, would you be like, they're 100% gonna be late this time because they've been late every other previous time? Stuff like that. I think it also, what are your guys' opinion on expectations on people? I think having expectations of other people is like one of the worst things you could do. Okay, worst things you could do sounds like really awful, but like having expectations of people is like deeply unfair, because it's like they have their own lives that they're worrying about, and it's just like, yeah, they have their own lives they're worrying about, and it's like, I think having it, and it sets you up for failure and hurt too, because I think you having expectations for other people, like if you expect them to be a certain way or do something, these other people probably don't have, like they might not have that thing that you want or expect them to do or expect them to be prioritized. So it's like, basically, I also think it's like narcissistic to have it, like when put that way, like it's a little narcissistic to have expectations of people. Obviously this is different from case to case, but just like my gut reaction I think to this question is, if you have expectations of other people, it's like, why? You know, they're their own people with their own lives, and you're imposing your will on them. Like, you know, I think it's not right. I think it's wrong. I think it also depends on your definition of optimism and pessimism, is how you approach things versus how you take things. Because I think for me, optimism-wise, I usually take things pretty well. I'm rarely like angry or sad, mostly happy and positive. But that doesn't mean that if somebody's always late, I'm like, they'll be on time this time. For sure, for sure. So like, you know, with a realism, you know, maybe like optimistic view, but like realistic functioning, you know what I'm saying? I think this MF gonna be late, but I don't let it affect my opinion of their character, I guess. That's a good way to put it. The game is fun, we should play. It's like one person thinks of a number between 1 and 10, the other person tries to guess it, but they can only ask questions about things that represent the number. Let's say like the number you're thinking is 7. It can be like, give me a fast food restaurant, and you say Wendy's, and I'm gonna be like, give me a car brand. Why is it 7? Oh, I understand. Sorry. Okay. So, you're thinking of the number 7 and I ask, okay, sorry, I thought it was that I was thinking of the number 7, an appropriate question to ask me to understand that the number is 7. Okay, sorry, but I get it now. And I'm gonna give me a card brand. And you say like Lexus, and then I'm gonna give you League Champ, and you say Caitlyn, and I have to guess what the number is. Oh my god, if I heard like give me a League Champ and you said Caitlyn, I'd fucking say 5. And then I have to guess what the number is. Okay, okay, we can try it later. There's logic and emotion, so it'd be hard to answer. That's true. That's true. So like, cause what we were talking earlier about like what we were talking about earlier is like about MBTI, for example, and so like obviously MBTI, it's impossible to fit every human. It's impossible to fit any human into one of 16 types. And I mean, like, I don't fully, like, it's like, you know, I have a type, right? I've taken the test before, and I don't like necessarily see this and be like, oh my gosh, this is so me. But there are some things that they say, like again, some like bigger conceptual understandings. Bigger understandings that I think are a little more generalized, and because they're general, it's easier to apply to yourself, right? So it's like, you know, the whole thing, introversion versus extroversion, right? And so again, there's a bit of a scale. Like, there are some people who like really purely react on emotion, right? So it's like, I mean, there is logic in emotion, but I think it's also like, which one do you let take the driver's seat? Like, for example, if you're angry, right, that's the emotion. And then it's like, oh my gosh, so instead you just take it as an excuse to go like run around and punch something. Like, I think that's a very, like, there's logic to why you're angry, but you're not using your logic to express your anger. You know what I'm saying? Like the input-output, if that makes sense. Whereas like if you're angry, think about it, like when I get angry, I try to like, I definitely am, I think with negative emotions, I'm really logical when I try to handle them too, because I don't want to do something stupid, like run around and punch something. Like when I'm angry, like I'll vent about it, but also like try to think about like why I got angry at this, right? Anyways, OMG, Caitlyn is a 7, bruh. No, because isn't every Caitlyn's headshot is 5, right? The 5th shot? I don't remember. I don't really play Caitlyn that much, even though I played her today. Kled, that's a 5. Actually, Kled's like a 3. Kate is like a 6. Although Vi's always... What's a 5 league champ? Zara. True. Zara. What? I'm so confused. Are we rating league champ by like hotness, or like what's going on here? I'm like deeply confused. I'm actually not gonna lie. I've lost the plot. It's just like overrating as like a mid. Oh, okay, a mid AF champ. Like, I'm not excited by Zeph. Almost it's up to interpretation. Interesting. Okay, that's funny because honestly, I didn't realize that you were giving those clues in terms of like the rating. Again, maybe logic, because I was like, when I heard the number 5, but am I wrong? I mean, can you please tell me how does Caitlyn's headshot work? 'Cause I thought it was the 5th shot, but. But yeah, I was trying to find logic. I mean, if like, you know, if I'm thinking the number 4, it'd absolutely be like, Jin! I'm so bad at playing Jin, bro. I can't count my bullets. And yesterday I flashed 4 shots of minion. It was so embarrassing. Cursed. Cursed. So cringe. We've done nothing today, just talked about intuition versus sensing, and have not like really modeled anything, lol. Yeah, again, like I said, I think next week gonna start to have a little bit of a break from modeling, just because my joints and everything that I need. I'm a little also out of creative bandwidth at this like present moment, I think. So, also I'm gonna redo this lamp. I don't love it. I mean, it's fine. I just don't think it's very Timmy and Tommy suitable. So we're gonna redo it. Kate's headshot is every 6th. Oh, okay, okay. Also, you know, you don't need to count bullets, right? He has a little thing under that tells you what you're on. I know, but it's like, it's so hard to like look at that and pay it. Like, honestly, like, I know that I know. Yes, I do know that that's how Jin works. But it's like when I'm in a fight too, I'm just like. Especially towards the end, not towards the end, but once I like have a couple items, I'm just like, ah shit, like I'm not fast enough to reliably look at like that little UI to know how many bullets I have. Like, I should just count. It seems a little bit more efficient, especially when I'm like trying to weave in and out of the fight. Oh, actually we can go back to this, it's fine. The other playlist ended. We all burnt out around the holidays, yeah. I mean, this semester, right, that class that I made the crab game for, like, people going into this class, they were all like, this class will basically find your weaknesses and expose them in many ways, like your technical weakness and professional, like, working relationship type weaknesses, and I kind of do feel that, like, I understand what they mean now when they said that. Because I was actually, like, I wrote my reflection for the class on the weekend, that's like our final paper, and I kind of found that I'm like, I have a ways to go in terms of, like, healthy boundaries, and, like, one, making plans, stick to it. Like, I've always been good at making plans, but the thing is, like, I have a tendency to, like, so for example, like, towards the end of development, I got a little, like, chaotic in terms of adding tasks, because I kind of felt like I was, like, it was a feeling, it was, like, a bit of a feeling of, like, never doing enough, so I always feel like I need to do more, and, like, that creates problems, like, adding more stuff is not always a good thing, right? And I think we definitely learned that towards the end of our, like, development cycle, because during beta we start to have really bad crashes, so we actually had to, like, pause all other development. So we actually had to cut a lot because, not cut, but like we weren't able to complete quite a few things because we were busy fixing these crashes, right? And, it's still a bit of a lesson. I think I personally need to have a way to learn a little that it's like, stick to the plan and like, it's all, like, you've always done enough, you know, you've done enough. Especially, like, I think personally, because like I said, I have a tendency to feel as if I haven't done enough, and I don't want to, like, I don't mean it as in, like, toot my own horn, but I also personally feel like I work pretty hard, and, like, everything I say I'm gonna do, I tend to deliver, and then, like, that's enough, you know, that's enough, call it. You got any advice for a wannabe Kain player directed at Life Hours, because I know Pengy will never go jungle? Hey! But I've played Kain and ARAM! And I go, you know, like, 2 and 10. I have a tendency to only consider what goes into Unity as work. It's kind of funny because I'm thinking about it now as well, and like in the days that I was like doing more just engineering work, I would get a little upset because it's like, wow, artists get all the credit because like people are like, the game looks so good and engineering is the backbone of a project, but engineering doesn't get recognition. And then when I was right on our crab game, I was primarily artist. I didn't really write that much code, and the code that I wrote was like never like a hefty, robust system. My partner wrote most of that, and then so because of that, I was like, oh man, engineering's the backbone of the project. I'm just a useless little artist. I need to do more. And I'm like, can I win, bro? I literally can't ever just be satisfied with myself and like, you know. I think that's something I still have a lot yet to learn, and I struggled with in this class. Like, it's enough. What you do is enough, you know? And like, you don't need to work yourself to the, like, you don't need to push yourself past your limit to be valuable. And I think that's, you know, it's true of anything, and it's a good lesson for everyone to know, but it's definitely, again, like I said, people said that this class would take your weakness and expose it and make you pay the price for it, and I'm like, damn. Should always do birds. Enemy birds too. Angry birds. Art is better at showcasing stuff to others, but engineering is how the game gets made. Exactly. Design feels the most useless to me these days, yeah? Like, if you want a gank bot, you go to birds. They're talking about Kane. But I will say, yeah, every time I'm like right playing support and like my Kane jungle is like, can you leash me a blue? And I'm like, you fucking muppet. Go start your birds, dumbass. Or I get nervous because I'm like, this is someone who's never played Kane before. They don't know where to start. Like, I don't play Kane, and even I know you don't start on this buff. You can, but you don't. Noticed. Nobody likes having that champ on their team early. People suck at setting up ganks for him too. He's pretty OP when he's ahead. Got crazy utility too. Yeah, I think we talked about this before, Nuru, but like, I really like it when I see a Kane on my team. Or no, I feel like when I see a Kane on my team, it's a coin flip. They're either gonna go 10-0 or 0-10. But I will say, I feel like Kane players are so fucking toxic. Like, is it just me? Like, listen, honestly, Draven players a little crazy. People say like Dravens and Yasuos are toxic. Okay, Yasuos are pretty toxic. I found that Dravens are just weird. They're not that toxic, but like Kane players are so toxic. And Viego players. Viego players are also toxic. Like, is it just me? You're really gonna do your teller like that? What? Your teller doesn't play Kane or Draven or Yasuo. I don't really really okay. Vhagar. Yeah, no, they play Vhagar, so why am I doing them dirty like that, huh? So maybe it's pent up anger, maybe. I will say again, like I said, Canes are either like they go 0-10 or 10-0 when I see them, so maybe they just had a game where they did go 0-10 and they get flamed, but I don't know. I mean, also, like, I remember Livefires, you told me a while ago that, like, if you see a Kane in your game, you would really prefer that they just, like, gank a shit ton early on, and even if they die, but then they get their form. I feel like you told me that before, actually, interestingly enough. A lot of League teachings that, like, I remember a lot of the League teachings you taught me. You don't want to die, but you want to get gank. You want to gank and get orbs. Right. Well, I mean, like, I don't think you meant, like, you want to die, but, like, even if you die, fuck it, just get your orbs. That play carries and assassins are most toxic. I mean, Kane's a carry, kind of, right? So... You said Vhagar players are toxic. Huh? I didn't say Vhagar players. Did I say Vhagar? No, I said... okay, I don't know if I said Vhagar, but what I meant to say is, like... Dravens and Yasuos are known for being toxic. I find Yasuo players can be a little toxic. And then Draven players aren't toxic, they're just weird. In my opinion. Oh, Viego! Not Vhagar! I said Viego players are toxic. Viego players. Yeah, I think Viego players are so toxic, man. Oh, you did? Oops, lol. Get orbs and go back to farming. It ain't much, but it's honest work. Yeah, I think Vhagar players are okay. I mean, there's so many Vhagar players, honestly. The number of people that I see, like, picking up Vhagar and ARAM and have, like, 200k mastery, M7, it's like shocking. Like, there's a lot of Vhagar players. Again, this is just personal experience. I don't know if it's actually true or not, but I feel like I see a lot of people playing Vhagar with a lot of mastery. Considering the one Yas player I was friends with, they are I know who you're talking about, I think, right? And I know, yes, they're quite toxic. They need to chill. They're not toxic, but it's also just like they're very like, oh, yeah, no, like they like I definitely should have won that. It's like this champ is broken. Like. So I'm assuming you haven't played with them in a while, not friends anymore. Okay. Should be a roof object as well. I just want to yoink it over. I did not mean to close that, but it's fine. I haven't played with them since you kicked them from the I didn't kick them from the Discord. I don't kick anyone from that Discord. Because it's just general, did I kick them? I'm pretty sure I didn't kick them. Because I remember, the last interaction I remember with them is that, I was like, bruh, chill, and then I was like, I'm gonna go pee, and because they had said something kind of cringe, and I was like, okay, and when I came back, they were both deafened and muted, and then they just kind of left the VC at some point. That was the last interaction I remember having with them. I wonder what champs I associate with toxic players, yeah? What do you think? Just if you were to give it a little thought. Let's see. He said he got kicked. I didn't kick him. I did not. Like, I can promise you. Wait, is there a moderation log? There is, right? We can check. I mean, not that it matters that much, but I don't think I'm like 99% certain I did not kick them. If I did, it was an accident then. I'm like 99% certain I didn't kick them, but if I did, then I'm 1000% certain it was an accident. Where is it? There's... Oh, wait, I have to... How to disable streamer mode? I don't know how to use Twitch, man. Or Discord. Oh, jeez. Okay, I turned it off, and now I can look at the audit log. For me, sup, maybe Sona or Leona. Wait, Sonas are toxic? That's interesting. Okay, what about weird? Because okay, I gotta say. Ezreal players are weird, man. Audit log. Okay, let's see. Wait, Discord, can you see who has kicked people from server? Now I'm just really curious. Yeah, audit log, okay. Okay, this doesn't seem right though, because all I'm seeing is that I recently changed like one of the channels, like the name of a channel and the user limit, because like the playtesting channel, but there should be more. Like if it's showing that I changed the user limit on this VC, it should show that I changed the user limit on other VCs. Kick member. Yep, I've never kicked anyone from this server. has a time limit on it. I see. I mean, it would have been recent though. It would have been within the last like 6 months anyways. If it's past a certain date, it'll disappear. Mid, probably like Yasuo. I believe you. He said he's been kicked from other servers when he just left. Like, yeah, I don't remember, but again, like I said, if it did, it was an accident. Like, maybe I meant to like mute them or something. This combo is toxic, true. Graves. Oh, Graves players are pretty toxic too, yeah. I agree. Relia players are toxic. Fiora players are toxic. I think Ribbon players are a little toxic too. I mean, we played with someone playing Riven earlier, right? Yeah, they were toxic. Just kidding, just kidding. It was Aram. I hate that I don't have the gizmo anymore. I love me and my gizmos. Blender bug, blender bug. Listen, Riven would be my top 5. As players, damn, as players are weird. Yeah, thank you. That's what I said. As players, that's what I said. Like, I think as players are just strange, man. Make it smaller? Yeah, how do I make the range shorter on light? I think it's hard to call as players anything that MF has played so much by everybody. True! But he's at least in a base. Everybody and their mom's playing him. It represents a large size of players. BRB shower. Be safe. Don't slip. Where's Alpha? No. Oh. My computer's already like chugging a little at having the one rendered view open right now. I'm gonna delete this because I'll just duplicate it again with the light later on. I think there's a way to make the light shorter. Because shouldn't there be a range property? Whack. It's okay. Not a big deal. Oh god, my wrist is killing me at home. It's cold. I'm gonna put my sweater on. Yeah, yeah. Ow. Wait, what color is this? Maybe it should be the same color. Actually, I think also in Timmy and Tommy's home it would be daytime, so they might not even need the light. They wouldn't need, like, the lamp wouldn't even be on, I think, maybe? Honestly, I'm not too sure what else. Again, Timmy and Tommy, like, they're kids. What else should they have in their home? Alright, everyone, let's put our brains together and brainstorm a little bit. What else would they have in their home? A gun? No! Kevin, no! They should have a bulletin board for sure. I'm gonna yoink again from Blathers' house. This also adds some depth too, to see that this is like little den space. Toy sword would be a good one, I think. I'm just looking at like low poly toy packs now too. So toy. Ooh, I have been wanting to actually model a replica of Master Sword too. I'm not gonna do that for this specifically, but... You know what? Fuck it! Let's do it for this! Like, Timmy and Tommy would absolutely have the Master Sword in their house. I was also gonna say Master Sword, hell yeah. Alright, we're gonna get it started, but we're not gonna finish it today, because I kind of want to end within... I want to end maybe in about 15 minutes, getting a little... Again, my wrist getting a little tired, but let's just get the ball rolling. Okay, how are we gonna model this? I've never done a sword. Like, swords are one of those things that look... that I kind of have the vibes that they look simple to model, but like, I'm actually gonna try and model it, and it's gonna be hard as fuck. Lego, one of those car mats, the green one. Oh yeah, that too. It's like a texture though. Okay, wait. Yeah. Mat, not map. There you go. Oh. Oh my god, whoa, this was horrifying. I looked over to my second monitor and I have my Discord like minimized, windowed, like partially window view, but it happened to perfectly overlap with the window that I have like of OBS, like showing my OBS output preview, and I was like, oh my god, is my Discord on stream? And I was about to like freak the fuck out. And I was like, oh no! This isn't me looking at some server. I was in DMs. that would have been so cursed. Holy shit! I nearly just slammed end stream and almost deleted the stream so fast. Get doxxed. Self-doxing, man. Ooh, that's a close one. That's horrifying. That's actually so scary. I'm more concerned as well that I would just be showing my communications with a friend and I'm just like, no, I'm sorry, I've compromised your privacy. I mean, to be fair, I've done a lot of stupid shit on the stream. You guys could probably, not stupid shit, but it's I'm sure if people wanted to find me, they could find me. It wouldn't be that hard, I think. Other people, you know, I ain't here to mess with other people's lives. Okay, the Master Sword is the handle is that long. 1, 2. Okay, the sword itself is 2 and a half of the handle. The handle's about too long right now, though. Go for 8 more minutes, yeah. My wrist, man. My keyboard got delayed till January. Damn! That was kind of a long delay. When were you anticipating it originally again? You told me before, but I kind of forgot. Sorry. Is this the really expensive one that you won as well? Originally early November shipping got delayed and then stock workers, so it's it's landing in Australia till June. The really expensive one. Damn, that's a bummer. big poopy bummer. But time will fly, I guess. I say with a little bit of nervous, anxious laughter. Yeah, time goes way too fast. So it'll be here before you know it. I'm back. Welcome back. Squeaky clean. Rubber ducky, you're the one. Damn, how is it already 10 PM? The fuck? Where'd my day go? I know, I feel that, man. Can't stop staring at my new tennis racket. I want to play. Oh, you got it. Nice. Let me check my messages. See if you sent. I feel like you would have sent a Snapchat of it. No, you didn't. Lame. I'll DM you. Alright, sounds good. I'm probably gonna end stream really soon too. Like, I mean, I was planning on going for another 2 minutes, but yeah, because my wrist kind of hurt. Like from my wrist starting to hurt from the vertical mouse. Actually, I found that using the regular horizontal mouse doesn't hurt my wrist recently. I'm getting like vertical mouse fatigue, but the thing is, I don't like modeling with the regular mouse. I like modeling with the vertical mouse more. Also, my scroll wheel's funky on the regular mouse for some reason with like 3D apps. Like the scroll wheel, like clicking the scroll wheel doesn't work for some reason. It's a little weird. We're basically just gonna cut out a Triforce and then call it a day, I think. And like I said, we're gonna have a little bit of a break from art stream for a bit. I think I need the rest. Craving for unhealthy food, big pizza. I want a whole pizza pie. Hell yeah, stuff that bad boy in my mouth. That sounds really good right now, honestly. Pizza, oh, delicious. But yeah, send me the picture. I want to see it. Alright, I think, yeah, I'm gonna call it. My wrist's bothering me a bit. But anyways, that's it for me for today. So I will go check out your racket, Life Iris. And yeah, thank you everyone for coming by today. Like I said, gonna be the last art stream for a little bit, maybe possibly till the end of the year. We'll see. I definitely don't plan to do art stream next week at the very least. And then maybe the week after, but then the week after I'll be out of town for a little bit. But have a good night. Thank you. You as well, Kevin. But either way, next stream is gonna be either Saturday or Sunday. We're gonna start a new game. I'm not gonna say what it is, but I've already picked it, already downloaded it and everything, so yeah. Thanks again everyone for coming by today, and what's replacing it? I'm not sure. Maybe it's a good time to finish playing Splatoon 3, honestly. For like Wednesdays for the time being, but for Saturday, I'll tell you later. Or the weekend, sorry, not Saturday specifically, right? Because we just finished Cocoon. Cocoon was such a good game. Like, I really, Life Iris, you should play it if you have time. But yeah, anyways, thanks everyone for coming by. Again, I'm saying this for a third time, but have a good rest of your evenings, and I will see you all on the weekend. Take care now, bye!